So you feel love. What other emotions can you feel, Morgan? Fear? What about anger? Let's say, hypothetically, I recommend that you're not gonna leave this place. That you're confined here permanently. Let's say I recommend that you be terminated. What would you do? What would you do? What does this mean? What are you doing? What does this mean? Bitch, you are nothing but a small, impotent little man with a god complex and a cliche sports car. You could talk big game, but you cannot walk it. You are just a leech, sucking on the necks of others' misfortune. Hashtag he's so soft. Hashtag sorry about your penis. Peace, bitch. Morgan, out. I am so glad I came into work today. This shit is gonna be trending like no other. Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Off the Cuff Review. My name is Sean Smythe and I'll be your host today. And most days. Unless DeAndre does one, then he'll be the host, or if somebody else says then they're the host, or most days it's gonna be me, so get used to looking at this pretty face. I know you thought we were lying when we said that we give you more content on a regular basis, and I'm proving you wrong. So suck it. Hope you didn't have any bets hedged on that. We recently did the review for Don't Breathe, which is in the comments, or not the comments, the bio below, and that was a fun thriller with a lot of interesting twists and turns that inevitably was ruined by the trailer itself. So go feel free to check out that video, give us the likes, the shares, subscribes, and the comments, and give us your thoughts and opinion, our thoughts and opinion. Today we'll be talking about Morgan, which is not a horror or a thriller, it's more of a sci-fi character drama. It's the best way I can describe it. Basically, Sue Storm has left the Fantastic Four. She has joined up with some nameless, faceless corporation, and she's being sent as a risk management expert out to God knows where to investigate a clone stabbing, where a clone stabbed a person in the eye several times. And I know that seems very matter of fact, but bear with me. She's being sent out there to investigate and to figure out why did they do that? Why did she stab her in the eye? That doesn't make any sense. So she goes out there, she meets a whole slew of different people, doctors, behavioral scientists, a nutritionist named Skip, and eventually Paul Giamatti shows up, this Paul Giamatti stuff. The characters, if you're not picking up on my vibe, are kind of one note. They all have a lot of exposition, That's how they introduce themselves, through exposition, and they tell you why they're there, how they got there, what's their relationship to Morgan, what's the relationship to everybody there. Everything's given to you, very little is shown. There's a couple people in there that kind of stand out. There's a couple that have bonded over the 5 years they've been there with Morgan. That's very interesting. And then there's probably the best character there, who's played by Rose Leslie, who played Ygritte in the Game of Thrones. Her character, she's got the best connection to Morgan, and there's a lot of love there, and you can see that every time they're together. And there's a lot of good stuff there, which I really appreciated. But everybody else kind of just exposition, and it took a very long time for them to get to the about midpoint of the movie, where everything kind of just flips. And you feel for a lot of these characters and what they're trying to do for Morgan, but there's some confusion. Kate Mara's character, Sue Storm, or they call it Lee Winters, which I think is a fantastic name. Lee Winters is there. She's very robotic, she's got no personality. She's very rigid person, very matter of fact, very by the book. She doesn't follow any rules but her own, and I guess that's cool for a character sometimes, but for her it was very boring, and it kind of gives some stuff away towards the end of the movie, of what she's really doing there and whatnot. Um, the tone of the movie, it's not, as I said, it's not a horror or thriller movie. It's very sterile. It feels like a science fiction lab movie. It's like Lazarus Project, if you saw that movie, which if you didn't see it, good, because it wasn't good. But it's like that movie, but this movie has got more people in it, and it makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Even though it's got cloning in it, but the sound, it sounds like sound. Sound is sound. I mean, they didn't do anything specific with it. They let people talk. But the visuals were very interesting, I thought. Because everything, like I said, was so sterile. When they were inside the little bunker that they had for Morgan, everything was very gloomy and doomy and felt really gray. But when she went outside, this heavenly place that she wants to spend the rest of her life, it's very vibrant and beautiful. A lot of interesting looking shots. And it was a good contrast that most of the movie needed, because there was not much else going on here. Luke Scott, who is the son, I believe, of director Ridley Scott, who did, Alien, Gladiator, Blade Runner, those kinds of movies. Yeah, big movies. I think this is a directorial debut for a big movie that was released wide scale. And he did an okay job, I guess, for a premiere director. A lot of the stuff kind of just fell flat, though. A lot of it fell flat. Just fell flat. And it really doesn't compare to other movies that are kind of like it. And as a horror movie, which I think they kind of try to market it as, it doesn't meet it. I mean, Don't Breathe was way better. And then Lights Out, in my opinion, James Wan is a freaking horror genius and probably should be up there with Carpenter and, oh my god, Carpenter and, come on, give it to me. Come on, who else? Oh my god. I am blanking. I'm going to be fucking jumped on for that shit. Wes Craven, got it. Yeah, he should be up there with them. And so Lights Out, probably my favorite horror movie of the year. This movie, not so much. But to be honest with you, besides Kate Mara's character, Lee, and then Rose's character, who is, I believe Anna was her name, and then you have Morgan, who is played by the actress who was in The Witch. I didn't see The Witch, but I heard good things for the most part. It had a slow burn to it. But her name is Anya Taylor-Joy. She does a good job. She's got a very, very good vulnerability, but a very menacing presence whenever she's there. She's gonna snap any second, and she's gonna fuck shit up. Pardon my French. And that's cool. I like that. She did a great job. Those three women led the cast, and I love seeing women leading the cast because I love seeing female leads. Personally, most of the stuff I write have female leads in them. So for that part, I do enjoy it. The twist ending is not so much a twist if you were paying attention from the beginning, but I mean, some people will be surprised, and it's appreciated. It's appreciated the way they set it up, and I enjoyed it for the most part. And I enjoyed the movie for the most part. So despite its slow burn, Morgan did fairly well. The director did his part, the actors did their part, everyone did their parts. They had a beginning, a middle, and end. You understood it, you comprehended it. It was good. Kudos to them. Unlike some movies I've seen this year that's been lingering in my throat. For Superman, Dawn of Justice. Sorry, that cough has been stuck there since March. It's been ridiculous. I can't get rid of it. But Morgan itself was a movie that you'd probably put at home while you're finishing up dinner. That's what Morgan is, and that's just our thoughts. I mean, so what did you guys think of it? Did you go see it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you not even see it? Do you want to see it? Leave it in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate the support. And well, until next time, remember, friends and other friends, watch Fantastic Four. See you later.